Good morning, everybody. This is Mr. G with another tutorial on Paint.net. Today we're going to talk about how to use the gradient tool. And what is a gradient? Well, let's talk about what a gradient is. First, a gradient is a change of colors that gradiates from one color to another. So, for example, if I go from a light blue to a dark blue, okay, so for example, right now I'm going to go to my colors. And in fact, let's just use the first two colors. Right now, the two colors, the primary color is set to black, and if you look at the secondary color, it's set to white. And you can change this little, black or white color thing. So I'm going to go to this tool. This is the gradient tool. And if I click and drag on the screen, it makes a gradient from black to white. And you can change how the gradient works by using these options. So for example, if I want to see a swirl, it can do like a swirl, or I don't even know what to call that one. This one starts as kind of a diamond shape in the middle. Kind of a cool effect. Now if you change the colors, for example, change this to a blue, and then click on the secondary color and change that to another color. By changing the colors, you can change the gradient. So this gradient is a great way to create a very interesting looking background. So I mean, basically that's it. Cool things you can do with the gradients. If you have a selection made, for example, let's go like this. Then I do the gradient, and I'll change my gradient now to two different colors. Okay, now I can do the gradient. It will only happen inside the selection. This is also great, let's say if you've drawn something. Let's say I draw let's say I'm going to draw a sky and a ground. What I could do is I'll draw a line here just to indicate the ground. All right. Oh, almost. Drag it across. Okay, so there's my ground line, and let's say I'm going to fill it with a green and a dark green just to give it a sense of. Oops, I'm going to hit enter. Now I'm going to do a green and maybe if I select the gradient tool. How about that? Gradient tool. Now the reason it just did everything is because I didn't select. So I'm going to use this tool. I can use the magic wand, and it selects all the areas that touching, and that green line blocks the other side. And now I select the gradient tool, and I can get this kind of cool gradient colored grass. And then I could do the same with the top. I'm going to magic wand the top, and I'm going to do a sky. I'm going to go from let's say a light blue to a dark blue, and I'll do the sky, hit the gradient tool, and there we go. It's kind of like the sun. Boom, I've just created a really cool background for my, let's say, whatever drawing I'm going to do, and then I could add other things on that layer. And if I wanted to add this is a great way to color in something and to give it some realistic shading. For example, if I were to look for say a cartoon face here, cartoon face lines. And let's see if I can find an image that has just lines. Okay, yeah, I'll try this one here. It's kind of an interesting looking cartoon face. So I'm going to copy that image and I'm going to paste it in. And you don't need to do this. This could be for your own thing, but I'm going to paste it in. I'm just going to keep the canvas size. Oh, that's big. Let's see. We'll make it a little smaller. Maybe. Nope. Oop. Where'd he go? He went down. I got to shrink my zoom out so I can find it. There we go. Yeah, why not? I'll just do the full thing here. Okay, so I can click inside his face and select. And it selects most of his face, and I'm going to hold Control to add this little area that didn't get selected. And I'm going to leave the nose and the eyes, and I'll do this little eyebrow section too, and I'll leave his mustache out. And I'm going to pick a color for his skin. So I'm going to go like maybe an orange color and this color. And if I want more colors, I can go out to the more options. Maybe I go to like a pinkish color, and then the second color, make it like that. Okay. All right. So I got my colors, and now I select the gradient tool, and I drag it across, and I get some shading on the guy's face. Kind of cool. And you can do the same with the eyes, and that gives it a sense that like there's light. For example, there's light on the the left side of his face. There's more light, and over here it's a little darker. So you can give it that sense of 3 dimensions, and that's the gradient tool. Kind of fun. And it in combination with the selection tool, it's very, very powerful. All right, that's today's gradient tool lesson. Enjoy.